If you farm, if you actually get out and actually farm, you're creating the building blocks of American life. If you do the thing, you will have the power. Anyone can farm is about coming and doing the thing. So you can leave here, you have the power because you have done the thing. People need to know how to do some of these traditional farming techniques. Our grandparents are gone, right? They can't tell us anymore. We need to instruct one another on how these things are done, how to process meat, how to grow gardens, how to process vegetables.
If we don't have food and don't know how to process the food, we're done. Hopefully by the end of my life, everybody knows how to produce their food and how to take it all the way through.
Let's get back in place traditional farming skills. We don't know how to do that as a society. We've turned that over to a small group of people to take care of it for us. And they've dropped the ball. They've produced food that is void of nutritional value. They've used chemicals on these food products that are detrimental to our health. And our government has sanctioned that. The industrial food complex has a beginning and it has an end. And the end is the grocery store. If you don't like what you see at the beginning, you're still getting that at the end product. What we have to do is, as a population, start to produce our own calories. And every calorie that a citizen produces, that's 1 calorie that they're not purchasing from the industrial food complex. We're planning on teaching the things that we are experts in right now. So we're going to teach beef, pork, and chicken. But more than that, we're creating a stage where we can bring in other experts. But I don't want to give the idea that anyone can farm is only about livestock production. It really isn't. It's about every aspect of survival as human beings. Every aspect of it. So that's everything from keeping bees to securing fresh water to drink. You know, everything in between. My neighbor needs to be able to depend on me for his survival, and I need to be able to depend on him. So I don't think there's really anybody that this program couldn't touch.
I would say it's important to learn the whole spectrum just so that you know how to do it all, so that if you do have a chicken in your backyard, you can eat the chicken too. I mean, you don't have to send it away to somebody else to butcher it up.
We did a pastured poultry class. The people that came to it took away a very good knowledge of what it's going to take for them to be in the poultry business, whether they want to do it for a commercial business or they just want to provide for their own families. You haven't read a book about it, you haven't seen a video about it, you've actually done it. You've grazed these chickens, you know, so you've fed them to adulthood, and then you've slaughtered those chickens. Doesn't seem like a real big deal, but how many people have done it? You know, a lot of people wouldn't even know where to start. But when you leave here, you will not only know where to start with that process, but you will have finished that process. So if we show you how to keep a few pigs in your backyard, which is an excellent thing to do because they can eat things that you can't eat and then you can eat them. But if you can't process them from on the hoof to on the plate, you've got a sticking point that you have to be able to overcome. And if you think about just any process, there's always a point where you feel like you have to call in an expert to do it. No, you're going to be an expert by the time you leave here.
I learned so much, not only from Mark and his family, but from the people that are here with me too. It was so much information packed into just a day and a half, but I feel like I have the tools that I'll need to be able to do that on my own.
What this is about is sharing information. I mean, I will tell you everything that I know. We don't have time to wait on this. We're heading towards a tough time in our country, and the availability of food has to be guaranteed if we're going to survive. We need more American people to stand up and say, I am a farmer. I am a farmer, and you will not tread on me. You know, I have the God-given right to produce carbohydrates and proteins of my choosing to put in my body. And that's what I will do.